I've worked night patrol long enough to know the difference between a bad night and a quiet one. Mid-December nights in southwestern Virginia usually fall into one of two categories, busy or dead. This one was dead. U.S. Route 58 near Bluff Mountain was empty in that particular way that only happens in winter. No traffic, no animals, no wind, just bare hardwoods standing black against a low, clouded sky. The cold wasn't sharp enough for snow, just the kind that settles into the road, the cruiser, and your bones. My name is Trooper Aaron Hensley. I've been with the Virginia State Police for 7 years. That winter, I was assigned to third shift, midnight to 8, running solo patrol through the mountain stretch of 58, where radio coverage drops in and out without warning. By 2:30 a.m., I'd made exactly 2 stops. The first was a box truck with a loose tarp flapping against the side. Driver was exhausted but sober. I helped him secure it and sent him on his way. The second was a local woman heading home from a late hospital shift, rolling a little fast downhill. She apologized before I even reached the window. I gave her a warning. After that, nothing. The radio stayed quiet. Dispatch checked in once to confirm my location. I said I was near Bluff Mountain. They said copy. The heater in my cruiser hummed constantly, blowing dry air that smelled faintly of dust and old fabric. I kept the radio volume low, static whispering under the engine noise. Nights like that give you too much time to think. I don't usually mind them. At 3:04 a.m., I saw headlights ahead of me. A dark blue sedan moving slow. I paced it for nearly a mile. 48 and a 55. Careful. Overly careful. Nobody drives that way on Route 58 at night unless they're lost or afraid of something. I activated my lights. The sedan pulled over immediately, smooth, controlled, right onto the shoulder, like the driver had practiced it. I approached on the driver's side. The window was already down. She sat perfectly straight, hands at 10 and 2, eyes forward. "Evening," I said. "You know why I stopped you?" She turned her head slowly. "No," she said. After a pause, "Trooper." Her voice was calm, flat, no irritation, no nerves. I asked for her license. She reached into the glove compartment and handed it to me without fumbling. The name registered before the photo finished loading in my head. Emily Carter. I kept my face neutral. The photo matched her. Same narrow face, same dark hair pulled back, same faint scar above the left eyebrow. But the expiration date made my stomach tighten. Expired by 2 years. "Ms. Carter," I said, "are you aware this license is expired?" "Yes," she said. No apology, no explanation. Just yes. I stepped back to my cruiser and ran her information. The terminal hesitated longer than usual, froze, then refreshed. A missing persons alert filled the screen. Emily Carter. Age at disappearance, 26. Last seen, U.S. Route 58, Bluff Mountain, Virginia. Date, 2 years prior. Status, never located. I looked up from the screen. She was still there, waiting. I walked back slower. "Ms. Carter," I said, "where are you coming from tonight?" She considered the question. "I was driving," she said. "From where?" "Home." "And where is home?" She glanced past me, toward the dark tree line. "Here," she said. The air felt colder after that. "Step out of the vehicle for me," I said. She shook her head. "I can't." "Why not?" "If I get out," she said slowly, "I won't remember how to get back in." I radioed dispatch. "Confirm status on Emily Carter." Static crackled before the reply. "Confirmed missing. Case never closed." I swallowed. "I have a woman here matching her ID and photo." Silence stretched. "That's not possible," dispatch said. "Emily Carter was never found." I made a decision. "Ms. Carter," I said, "I'm gonna have you drive home. I'll follow behind you." She blinked. "Home." "Your address on file," I said. "I'll make sure you get there safe." After a moment, she nodded. She put the sedan in gear and pulled back onto Route 58. I followed. We drove like that for 7 minutes. Her speed never changed. 53 miles an hour, perfectly centered in the lane. The road curved deeper into the mountain. No houses, no turnoffs, just forest and darkness pressing in on both sides. The car's taillights flickered like they were glitching, like they skipped a frame. Not dimming, not failing, just wrong. I blinked hard, leaned forward in my seat, convinced my eyes were playing tricks on me in the dark. Then it happened again. This time I felt it as much as I saw it. A brief pressure behind my eyes, like the air itself tightened. The taillights stuttered, the outline of the car warping for a fraction of a second, as if reality hesitated before deciding whether it should still be there. The forest and the road ahead smeared together, then snapped back into place. My hands tightened on the steering wheel. I checked my speed, checked the distance between us. Everything was normal, too normal. I reached for the radio. "Dispatch," I said, keeping my voice steady. "I'm seeing something strange with the subject vehicle." Static answered me. Thick, dead. Then nothing. Then my dashcam died. Just went black. No warning, no flicker. 1 second it was recording. The next it was a dead screen. And then the car in front of me was gone. Not slowly. Not like it drove away or turned off. Just gone. Instant. 1 second I was staring at its tail lights, and the next I was looking at empty highway stretching into darkness. I slammed on my brakes, came to a stop in the middle of the road, and sat there with my heart hammering, trying to understand what I'd just seen. The radio was dead silent. I put my cruiser in park and stepped out onto the road. The night was absolutely silent, except for the tick of my engine cooling. No wind, no distant traffic, just silence. I walked forward, shining my flashlight over the snow-covered asphalt, searching for tire marks, brake marks, any sign she'd been there. The highway was clean, undisturbed. I walked 50 yards, then 100. Nothing. The radio crackled back to life. Dispatch asked if I was still following the vehicle. According to the logs, I had never left the original stop location. According to the dash cam, the footage ended 3 minutes into the follow. No error message, no corruption, just a clean cut. 2 weeks later, I was reassigned to a different sector. Officially, it was routine rotation. Unofficially, no one wanted me patrolling Route 58 at night. Sometimes, driving home after shift, I see a blue sedan ahead of me, moving just under the speed limit, and I slow down, because some people don't disappear, they just keep driving.